The woman broke a steel saw blade and hid it inside ground beef, covering it with plastic wrap and freezing it overnight. The next day at work, she had a guard who was friendly with the prisoner deliver it to him. Jack opened the package right in front of the guard, who saw it was just a container of ground beef and left without suspicion. After Jack confirmed through his mirror that it was safe, he quickly used water to thaw the meat and retrieved the saw blade, then began preparing his escape plan. He laid out toilet paper in long strips, broke up an entire box of matches, wrapped them in the tissue paper, and stuffed everything into an instant noodle bag. Then he went to the common area and signaled his partner. The two exchanged the bag while passing each other on the stairs. While everyone was downstairs during activity time, his partner quietly set fire to the room next to Jack's. After he left, the fire quickly spread. When the alarm sounded, guards rushed in to put out the flames, but the walls were blackened with soot and needed repainting, which was exactly what Jack had hoped for. The two worked closely together from then on. One person stood outside pretending to paint while keeping watch, while the other sawed through the ventilation grate inside. He even prepared for the falling metal shavings by lining up small magnets, wrapping them in craft paper, and placing them on the floor to collect all the debris, which he then flushed down the toilet. To muffle the sound of moving the bed, they put padding on the bed legs, working in shifts like this. It took them just 2 weeks to successfully cut through the ventilation grate. To avoid detection, they covered their work with tape and painted over it. Once it dried, you couldn't tell anything had been done. At night, they first used a mirror to make sure the coast was clear, then made a dummy out of clothes, peeled off the tape, opened the vent window, and carefully crawled out before repositioning the bed and pulling down a picture to hide the opening. The two made their way through the ductwork, moving quietly until they reached the bottom level. Soon they found a heating pipe that was no longer in use since the heating had been turned off, making it a hollow tunnel. His partner began cutting through it with the steel saw. After 2 weeks, he finally cut an opening large enough to fit through. He was so excited that he put protective gear on his arms and eagerly crawled inside, tapping as he went to determine his location and making marks along the way. But in his rush, he overlooked a very serious problem.